We've had a lot of questions as far as the short game is concerned, particularly making reference to pitching the ball. And people seem to be experiencing a lot of difficulties accurately judging distance, striking pitch shots correctly. Now, a pitch shot is obviously a shot which demands a smaller swing than a full swing. It's very much a feel shot. So a pitch shot, to understand it correctly, we need to appreciate that it has a slightly different set of rules to a full swing. Anybody who tells you a pitch shot is a miniature version of the full swing is not telling you an accurate truth. Okay, why is this? A pitch shot is a shot where we're looking to limit the distance we hit the ball. In other words, we're looking to reduce the distance, reduce the power from a full swing. A full swing, by definition, does the opposite. Full swing is designed to produce power. So if you're trying to reduce the distance you hit the ball with a swing that is designed to produce power, even if you make it smaller, you're going to have a problem. So a pitch swing has a couple of different rules to the full shot. Now, when we address the ball, we're looking again to strike the ball downwards as we would with any other iron shot, and we're looking to, at impact, have a situation where the club handle is slightly closer to the target than the club head. The biggest mistake people make in a pitch shot is to try and lift the ball up in the air, scoop it off the ground. As soon as the club head overtakes the hands before impact, that's death to a pitch shot. You're going to have a lot of trouble striking the ball accurately. It will lead to thin shot over the green, or striking the turf before the ball and moving it just a couple of yards in front of you. So we build a stance. The ball position is in the center of the stance, right down the center line of the body. The swing size is dependent on the distance you have to cover. If we're looking for a 3/4 swing, you build a 3/4 stance. Half swing or less, you build a half stance. So in this instance, I've got a shot here which is relatively short, so I'm going to build about a half stance. So we position the club behind the ball lined in the center of the stance, the club handle leaning the shaft slightly forwards. Okay, good guide for this is your bottom thumbnail should line up with the target side of the golf ball. Once we create that position, the next most important thing to understand is that this is one shot in the game where we have zero weight shift or zero weight transfer in the backswing. So we don't want, unlike a full swing, to be moving the body weight away from the ball to the right. It's a small swing, we don't need the power that that's going to give us. So we make a turn with the body and we try to stay as centered as we can on top of the golf ball. The shoulders turn. The first half of the takeaway is almost exactly the same as your chip swing action that we learnt previously. And you will reach a point where the wrists will then have to hinge and set the club up. We can now strike downwards and forwards as we pivot the body through the shot. That's key. You must allow the body rotation to turn through and face the target. In terms of distance that we're trying to hit the ball, that's going to depend very much on the size of swing that you make. Every player is individual, so you're going to have to get out and practice a little bit to figure out how far you can hit each of your wedges. However, from that address position, we make a backswing, and whatever backswing size you make, as you turn through, we must deliver the club to at least that height, ideally a little bit further on the through swing. So each side of the swing now becomes balanced. This really improves your rhythm. I think you'll find that if you implement these couple of things into your pitching action, you'll start to strike the ball a lot more accurately.